Stalic for the purposes of this channel, anyways. It's my online handle. Stalic. So, today's video is about my gaming rig setup. I have a fairly good rig, I'd say. It's not the best, obviously. Not that high end, Some of us can't go that hardcore. Not yet. Not yet, anyway. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So, I just wanted to go over kind of like what I've got, what it does for me, what games I can play, and, how long I can play. Because I ran into that issue. Something I didn't really think about when I bought a new game, a graphics card, top of the line. Was cooling, I live in a desert, in a trailer. It's basically an oven, so adding a hot computer tower to the mix, not so great. But it also I don't have any liquid cooling, and it didn't come with a radiator. Some of them do, so depending on where you live, I could definitely use one because it gets way too hot, crashes my computer. I didn't have that problem with a lower end graphics card, but then again, it's a lower end graphics card, so couldn't really do much with it anyway, that I'd end up having problems with, that I can actually play with now. So, I just got this set up not too long ago, it's alright, I've been distracted with other things, so I haven't gotten to play with it as much as I'd like to. I got it for Elden Ring, which I've played a lot of, but not a whole lot of. I haven't beaten it. I just barely got past the dude at the front gate. I can't remember his name. It's been a minute since I've even opened it up. But, I've got that. I got Minecraft, of course, which pretty much anything will run, There are certain things that you need a better end graphics card for, even in Minecraft. Ray tracing, for example. If you wanted to have a ray tracing world, which I might look at here and there, but we'll see. For my Minecraft channel, not this channel. My Minecraft channel is Stalic Plays. I've been doing it for a little while. I don't post videos as often as I should, but I'm gonna try to change that. Who knows? Only time will tell, as they say. I do a few guitar videos, as you can. I've had a few shorts anyway. Just quick jam sessions here and there. Nothing major, nothing crazy, but it gets the job done. I have a few hobbies, but I've got some footage that I want to show you too of my setup, which I'm going to show you right now. The quick, just overall view of my setup, real quick. It'll just be a pan shot, So without further ado, here is my setup. Alright, so that's my setup. It does me pretty good. It's over this way for me, from the video perspective, if you're wondering, you know. But, I like it, you know, the RGB, I don't know, everything has RGB nowadays. When I got my RAM, I did not expect the RGB, but, it is, and I have a see-through case, or whatever, on half of it. I have the thing off right now, because it's just too hot. You know, the case doesn't have good airflow, which is one of the things I'll talk about. Well, right now, why not? It's an iBuyPower case. I went to Walmart. You know, I'm more of a I want it now kind of guy, so shopping online is for me. So I went to Walmart. It's like, what do they got? You know, see this iBuyPower, looks fancy. It's got the RGB. I'm like, at bare minimum, I like it for the case. I can swap everything else out if I need to. So that's kind of what I did. I mean, I kept the motherboard and the processor, but I think the sound card's the same if it even has one. But yeah, I switched out the RAM. It had just the 4 gigabytes of RAM, which was not. No, I think it did have 8 actually. It did come with an 8 gig stick, but just one isn't enough. So I got a replacement pair, which you can see it's the ballistics RGB down in the comments or in the description of the video. I've linked all the stuff I've got, you know, in the video, and the webcams are just Logitech, regular Logitech. Otherwise, everything's listed. The picture for the soundbar is not the same, but it's pretty much all comparable with soundbars of that size. You know, it doesn't need a separate power source. It just plugs into the computer. Some need separate power, so whatever your needs are. Mine are so not great, or not high on soundbar quality. It doesn't matter to me too much. Maybe someday, but for now, no, not really. But I want to show you a little close-up of my case here. I've got a few doodads in there and whatnot, you know. I'll show you that right quick. Alright. And, you know, the graphics card is quite bulky, if you didn't notice, but it's nice, you know. Nice white edition color, very sleek. It's got the RGBs. I could control each one of them, but it's a pain, so I just let it do its thing. I upgraded the power supply in there. I have no idea what was in there beforehand. Neither did the people I took it to. They were like, I don't know, it doesn't even say what wattage it is. It's just this generic thing with no information on it. So we upgraded to a 750 watt. It seems to be doing the job just fine. I haven't had any issues with it thus far. The only thing I've ever had really messed things up, give me the blue screen of death, was trying to run a crypto mining application on both my CPU and GPU at the same time. They ran it for like 20 minutes and then it was like, yeah, I don't know what to do. So that didn't work out so well. But I just run it on the GPU now, and that's fine. That'll be another video. I'll do a review on my mining setup or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. Could be a thing. Could be a thing. But otherwise, we've got. Let's see, what else did I put in? I think that's everything I've upgraded into it so far. The RTX 3080. It's a 10 gig, not the 12 gig, unfortunately. But you know, I had it locally, so like I said, I want it now kind of guy, and I was able to get it now. So, boom, just like that. But if you're not the type of person that's get it now, then feel free to use the links down below and get your setup like mine, or browse around, find yourself an optimal setup. You know, if you're not a fan of Amazon, we've got the website. I've got Cutting Edge Warlock. You know, it's a tech website. It's got all the latest gadgets and stuff. There's a little blogs. Excuse me. There's a little blog section. You know, sometimes it's relevant, sometimes it's just news stuff, you know, interesting to look at maybe. But it's not bad. It's a good little site. Got a lot of choices on there, from drones, cell phone accessories, whatnot, all that good stuff. Yeah, you know, if you feel like it. Amazon otherwise, right? Newegg. There's all kinds of different places you could go. And then I also have listed below, above the products actually, is a graphics card kit and a premium graphics card kit. So the regular graphics card kit's going to be lower end budget. You know, you're still looking at probably around $800-900. You know, graphics cards prices kind of vary here or there. It could go lower, but that's probably what you're looking at for that kit. And then the premium one is I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. It's quite the build. It's the premium kit that it has everything you need. You know, it comes with a power supply, the 1,000-watt power supply. It's going to be more than you need in most cases. You know, it comes with I believe it's the 3090 card, which is the highest performing, but also the most expensive. You know. So we have my YouTube Shorts videos that were just out, where it was best graphics cards of 2022, and 3060 takes the top spot because it's budget friendly and performs the best on that budget friendly aspect. So that's why it's the best overall. Otherwise, it would be the 3090 Ti. You know, whatever the latest brand is. They come out with new variations all the time. Other brands come out with different things and whatnot. So, you know, it's all up to you. What do you want? What do you want? What are you looking to get? If you want basic, really nice graphics, but you don't want to mess with stuff a lot, then either one's gonna do you. The regular graphics card package, that's what I've got essentially, but a little better stuff, because it's like I got locally, so I got what I had. This is Amazon, so we can get some stuff together and do what we need to do. Get you all what you need, all in one place. You don't have to go searching. What's best? What I don't know. You know, everybody has these. You know, not everybody's a tech guy. I'm a tech guy. You know, I like tech. Been involved with tech my entire life. Grew up in Utah, and we had from first grade to sixth grade we had typing classes. General computer use classes. You know, we were using applications and stuff like that. I can figure out an application with no problem, and you know, so technology is kind of my strong suit. I don't typically go into hardcore details too much. You know, stuff that's going to be more, you know, just for the other tech guys. You know, I'm not. You know, it's a waste of time. You know what I mean? We all know, and if you don't know, then, you know, listen to the layman terms and don't feel bad about it. Everybody has a different terminology set for their professions, you know? I've been in the tech field for a while, so I've got a pretty good terminology set, but I wouldn't say I'm, like, super in-depth. You know, I don't build PCs for a living, so I'm sure somebody like that would have a lot more knowledge than me. But I'm a good go-to for general knowledge. Whatever you want, whatever you need, let me know. If you need it. Comments, whatever. I respond occasionally. Who knows? Might just disappear on it. No, I won't do that. But yeah. So back to the gaming rig. You know, I have also 2 external drives. They're terabyte each. Mostly just because I do videos, you know, stuff like that. And it only came with a 500 gig setup, which sounds like a good amount, but then you take into account all the files that come onto the computer and all that, you know, all the apps you want to do, games and whatnot. You're looking at free use of, you know, maybe 200, maybe. So I got 2 terabytes on the external drives from videos and stuff that I need. I didn't include those in the product description just because, you know, you can get those locally. It's just faster, easier that way. You're not gonna have any issues, in my opinion. If you want to search for it, go for it on Amazon or whatever, you know. But otherwise, they do the job. You know, you don't need that much, but it's good to have as a backup, if anything. It's got 4 fans on there attached to it. They don't really do the job here in my climate. The part that I actually have open in the clip is open all the time, pretty much, and I have a box fan pointed out from the case. You don't want to point it in. If you're pointing it into the case, not only could you damage your more delicate electronics like the jumpers and things like that, you're going to have more dust buildup, which can also completely just destroy everything you have in one foul swoop like that. So you don't want dust buildup like that and stuff like that. So you point fans out of the system. You want to take that hot air that it's generating, and you want to take it out. So I've got that usually going on when I'm mining or if it's a hot day or whatever. But otherwise, I just leave it open. And no, I don't have those gadgets and stuff, or not gadgets, but those little knickknacks in there all the time. That was for the video. It's just some B-roll footage that I wanted to take and look nice and have some stuff in there. You know what I mean? And another thing, if you go with an RTX 3080, if you get the white ROG Strix edition, it comes with this really neat class ring. Let's see if we can get it to focus in here. Whoop. Not so good. My webcam is just like the Logitech thing, so yeah, it's not gonna do it. Maybe a little further out. Anyway, you get the general idea. It says white edition, RTX 30 Strix on there, and then it's got some diamonds on the side, and it is. Let's see, what does it say? Okay, that's not a material list. Never mind. That's just some branding, product number. I'm not really sure what the material is, but it's hefty. It's not cheap. It's a good ring. If you're a ring guy or girl, so it seems more like a man ring to me, but, I won't judge. Either way. But, it's pretty cool. It's really nifty. It's got the good weight. You're not gonna look like you went to a change machine and got a little 25-cent ring, It's also really cool for display, like I used in the clip. If you saw it or not, it's in there. But I don't wear it. I'm not a ring guy, and it doesn't really fit my little tiny fingers. They may not see tiny in the finger up here in the video. I don't know. I can't tell finger size. They're fingers to me, right? I've had them all my life, but I saw a guy today who had a gigantic handprint on a TV, which I was like, whoa, that's larger than I thought. But everybody has everything. We're all human. We're all unique. Some of us aren't human. You know what I mean? But we get by. We pretend. All right. So overall, now I've gone through what I've got, what I've put into it. The setup works really nice. I can play Elden Ring and see the enemies. The first time I tried to play before I got the new graphics card set up, the enemies wouldn't appear until you were like right on them. So I got murdered immediately, all the time, just constantly. It was like, geez. But they fixed a lot of issues, and like I said, I haven't played in a bit, so I'm sure they fixed even more. It's a good game. I definitely would recommend it. That's my funky text message thing. I don't typically get messages, so I just turn that off so I don't hear that again. I don't mind having one or two, I'm a human. We all have messages and notifications. Big deal. My video's not perfect, right? You might hear the fan in the background. Like I said, I live in an oven, so you gotta have that. I tried to make the sound settings, so maybe that's not an issue, but it is there for me. I always have to listen to that fan too, so. Now, gaming-wise, it does heat up really quick, like I said. So Elden Ring, I can only play max settings at like maybe 20 minutes if I'm lucky. It's not a lot of time. This thing overheats insane. I haven't tried it with my new setup. I've got it right in front of the air conditioner and a fan pointing out. Like I said, it might run fine now with that setup, or I might need to bite the bullet and get a radiator for it, or maybe I upgrade to the new 40 series when that comes out. But have a radiator with it this time. But it's not bad. I lowered the settings down medium settings. It still looks amazing. Great graphics on that game. If you haven't seen it, check it out. even just like a Let's Play or something, you know. Great game. Fantastic options, you know. It's more solo geared, you know. I mean, you can play with friends and stuff, but it's got a whole system for that. Kind of weird. I didn't really get into that aspect of it, but other games that I've played, let's see. Well, I don't have a whole lot of new games. I'll tell you that. I play Splitgate a lot. If you haven't heard of that, the most common comparison, honestly, is Halo plus Portal. You know. And some people on Splitgate will get annoyed by that description, but that's literally what it is. It's very Halo graphics, you know, skinned wise, and then Portal Wars, where you know, or Portal, where there were certain places you could put a portal. It's the same here. You know, you got portal walls. They're all over the place. It's really fun. If you haven't played it, I recommend it. If you're into first-person shooters, it is really fun. Like I said, I have non-stop fun with it. My graphics card handles the max settings for I think 3 or 4 games. Like I said before, I set this up with the fan and AC being next to it. I used to be on that end over there with my desktop. Further end, there's a window right there. Very hot. I don't know what I was thinking setting it up over there. But now we have a cooler situation, so I'll have to do some of that. Maybe I'll do a game review, and we'll check it out like that, and I can come back and update the video as needed. But otherwise, it works out for what I do. You know what I mean? I don't need max settings. It's cool. It looks nice. Really, really nice, but it's not necessary. You know, I'm not picky about it. It looks way better than what I've ever played on medium settings, because I used to have to do bare, low, medium, you know, everything looks like South Park kind of thing, you know. No knock on South Park, but you know, it is what it is. They know, they enjoy it. I've made millions, billions of money. Yeah, they're well off. They don't need my approval or whatever, you know, of that it's a high quality art, but it works. You know, I've never ran into any issues on any software or anything. Gaming is really the only problem, and that one time with the mining where I combined both of them. But otherwise, I can mine all day. It's a little hotter, but it works just fine. I get about a Bitcoin and a half. Or not a Bitcoin and a half. I wish. I get about $1.50 a day if I run it 24/7, which I typically don't. Usually run it while I'm idle or while I'm sleeping because it's cold and I don't have to worry about the heat. During the day, it's just too much extra heat for me. Even with my setup now, it's just too much. So I let it run during the night. I just started, so I've only made like $2.30. But it's in Bitcoin, so if Bitcoin ever scales back up to 60,000 or even beyond, you know, that $2 turns into something else, more than I had before. So that's not a bad deal at all. So I would recommend, if you do have at least a 2070, to do some Bitcoin mining. You know, if you don't have a 2070, it's just not going to be worth it, in my opinion. I mean, you can, but you're not going to be making much. Like cents, you know, like micro cents. I think some of them even do Satoshi, which is really micro Bitcoin. You know, very micro. But as for the overall rig, it works great for me. I love it. I'm still working with it, you know, making videos, gaming, watching TV, which is, you know, not gonna lie, that's what I do the most often. But you know, we're trying to change that up, get some video creation going. I've got 2 different websites going on right now. One of them's for a coffee mug. It's just it's a cool coffee mug. It's an infuser thing in there, so you can use it for tea, loose leaf tea, or pour over coffee, or just put your coffee in it. It's a thermos too, so a little cool ceramic thermos. I'm not gonna promote it here. I'll tell you that much about it. If you're interested, I don't know, comment, throw a comment or something, and I'll comment it. But otherwise, I don't want to promote that separate from what we're doing here. The cutting edge Warlock thing is in line with technology. That's what this channel's about. Trying to get traffic over to the cutting edge technology website, or to my affiliate links. You know, trying to generate some income so that I can move out of this trailer. You know what I mean? I want a house, and then we can really get some cool videos out. I've got a lot of ideas for, I don't know, everything. You know, I do all kinds of stuff. You know, I've got this guitar here. I want to do some guitar work. Minecraft, like I said, I've got that channel. I want to do more blogging. I want to do more product reviews. All kinds of stuff. You know, I'm a open guy. You know, I want to check it all out. See what's out there. See what makes money and whatnot. And really, I'd like to, when I get up to a stable point, I'd like to be able to give back to the community that has bolstered me. You know what I mean? That's the goal, right? To be able to not only help yourself, but to help others, in my opinion. I mean, I try to these days, but, you know, only what I can, you know. And it doesn't mean as much when you brag about it, so that's all I'll say on that, right? I occasionally do some charity work, so all we need to know. But, yeah, so for this video, so far that's going to be it. I'm going to end it with another little clip of my setup. You know, it's just a little, you know, image, let you see the thing in action, you know. So, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, consider subscribing, liking, you know, maybe share it out, check out the links, you know, buy something, and if not, that's fine. And you know, I'm grateful for your view to this point. So have a great day.